Hi. It's 11 o'clock at night, Friday, March 20th, 2015. I haven't recorded anything in close to a year, and to make a long story short, well, this is what happened. On June 20th of last year, I was rushed to the hospital in an ambulance and found out I had pneumonia, an attack on my lungs, real bad one, and a heart attack, all three at the same time. Spent 3 days in critical care. They moved me to intensive care and there for about maybe 10 days. Could be a little longer. And then they moved me to another part of the hospital that was, well, like recuperation. There was a name for it, I forgot what it was. After being in the hospital for a total of 5 weeks, I got weaker and weaker. They gave me different kinds of meds, tried to improve me. My condition was getting worse. My breathing was real bad. I was on 24/7 oxygen the whole time, of course. And I remember very clearly it was July 22nd, July 22nd, 2014. My pulmonary specialist came to me with some disturbing news, more than disturbing. He told me I had less than a week to live. Would I like to die in the hospital, or would I rather die at home? I told him at home, and the next day an ambulance took me from the hospital to my house. I was in very, very bad shape. I couldn't stand anymore because of the atrophy, I guess, from being immobile for 5 weeks. I literally couldn't stand. As I remember, about a week later, I tried to get off the bed. By the way, I was still alive a week later. I tried to get off the bed and I just went right down to the floor and tried to lift myself even into a kneeling position, and I wasn't able to do it at all. And meanwhile, we decided home hospice would be the best thing for me rather than go away to a hospice. So we both had, Charlene and I, had help. We had a nurse, we had a masseuse, we had a music therapist, we had a social worker, a whole bunch of people used to come over the house. During the week they'd come over and help Charlene. Well, wouldn't really help her. They were concerned with me, and they were concerned with Charlene because she was a little bit of a mess at the time because of me. And anyway, the week went by, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and I'm starting to get better. All of a sudden I'm able to get off the bed and stand. I didn't have to use The porta potty was down at the bottom of my bed. I was able to walk to the bathroom by myself, which meant I could brush my teeth. Still wasn't able to bathe myself, didn't have the strength to get in the shower, so Charlene bathed me. Up until then, she wiped my rear end when I had to go in that crock pot, as I called it, potty crap. First I was a little embarrassed, but got used to it. Nothing embarrassed me anymore after that. Anyway, eventually I was able to do all of that by myself. It may have been a month later. I'm still alive now. Not dead yet. And then the second month went by, still in the hospice, doing better and better. I'm able to walk not just to the bathroom, but I have a 50-foot cord tube now on my oxygen. So I'm able to walk the whole length of the upstairs of my house. I haven't seen the downstairs in months. So I'm able to get to my room. Charlene and I have separate rooms besides our master bedroom. Anyway, I went to my room and started to work on my computer again. While I was there, I started writing a little bit. That was nice. Gaining strength. Oh, gaining weight. I was 150 some odd pounds on June 20th, the day they took me to the hospital. And the day I got out of the hospital, I weighed 125 pounds. Thin as a rail, like a scarecrow. Horrible, horrible looking, So, anyway, where was I? I forget a lot lately, too. That had nothing to do with what happened. That started a few years ago. Not that bad. I use tricks to remember things. And they've been working for me, not bad. Can't complain about that. Oh, let's see, where was I? I don't remember. Oh yeah. As I'm getting better and better, I want to find out, how come? What's inside me? What's happening that I'm still around? So I mentioned to the hospice people, I'd like to have some tests done on me, and like a CAT scan or anything else to see what's going on inside of me, my lungs. I want to know what's going on. And they said, no, I'm sorry, when you're in hospice, you can't see any doctors or go to hospitals. The only thing we're here for is to ease your dying, to make you as comfortable as possible, not to make you better. I was totally taken aback by that. Eventually, I think it may have been after the 4th month of the hospice, I finally said, enough of this bullshit. I want to know, I'm happy that I'm still alive, I'm grateful, but I want to know why. Is there a chance that I will still keep living for a while? So I ended the hospice. I told them I don't want hospice anymore. And they couldn't do anything about it. They were getting their money from the government, so they wanted to keep it going. So I signed off on the hospice. I had to sign all kinds of legal papers, unbelievable. And first thing I did is call my pulmonologist to make an appointment. Now, he doesn't know I'm still alive. As far as he knows, I had less than a week to live and I hadn't been in contact with him. So I called to make an appointment, and the nurse, whoever took the appointment desk, made the appointment. And when I finally had the appointment and he came in and saw me, he wasn't surprised or shocked because he knew it was me coming in. But this is a very cold, he's the best in Eastern Iowa, I have to tell you. But he's very, very cold. He's not demonstrative, let's put it that way. Very conservative and everything. So I remember so clearly now. He came over to me and he put his hand on my hand and squeezed it. He didn't have to say anything. Apparently he was very, very happy to see me. So anyway, we had the tests that I wanted. We did a CAT scan, and he says, it hasn't gotten any worse than when we sent you home to the hospital and sort of stabilized. Not in a good condition, but where you were. So, well, that was good. So then I asked him if it stays this way, could it have a long life? He says, well, I'm not sure about that. Perhaps another year or two. I was tickled pink that I had another year or two. And that's where I am now. And I'm happy. The extra year or two is nice. If it would have happened then, and it was my time, that would have been fine too. But the not knowing, that was driving me up a wall, what's happening inside of me and everything. Now I know at least another year or two, and that's good. I'm still writing now, painting. Yeah, I started painting again perhaps a year, or maybe less than a year before this whole incident started. Did a lot of paintings. Don't have much of them left, just a few that Charlene picked out that she wanted to keep, because I wanted to give them all away to people I knew. Well, at least all the people that came to visit me during that 1 or 2 weeks that I was supposed to be dying. So I told each one of them there, first of all, no one was supposed to come here to mourn me. I told everyone, you're here to celebrate me, not to mourn me. So I want you to tell me something good that happened to you this week, and that'll make me feel good. And everyone did that, and everyone smiled, and we laughed, and it wasn't sad during those 2-3 weeks that we all thought for sure I was going to go. Yeah, that was nice. Yeah. Anyhow, oh, I'm going to tell you, everyone that came to visit me, I told them, would you like some of my paintings? Of course, each one said yes. They're not going to say, no, I don't want your painting. And they're all in the basement, like where I have my art studio. I should say lower level. It's all totally finished. 11, 12, 1,300 square feet, I don't know. It's big. And I have my art room, and we have a kitchen, kitchenette, cooking facilities, 3/4 of a bath, recreation room. It's big. So anyway, in my art room downstairs, my atelier, as I like to call it, even though atelier is supposed to be up where there's light, I've got the whole ceiling with fluorescent lighting where I use daylight bulbs, and it's like daylight in there, you know. Anyway, so each person used to go down there, not used to, went down there, and took 1, 2, 3, some took 4, 5 paintings, but at least now I know all my paintings are hanging in people's homes where they see them. That's nice. I can always paint more, which I'm going to do now. I went down a couple of times. I forgot to tell you, I walk down the stairs from my 2nd floor, and I eat in the kitchen all the time now. Once in a while, I'm a little tired, so I still eat upstairs in the bedroom where we have the TV table set up there. But I even go in my car now by myself with my new portable oxygen making machine. It's not oxygen itself, it's a machine that makes the oxygen from the air, and it only weighs 10 pounds, very small. So with that, I get in my car and I drive wherever I want to. Not every day, but many, many, many days. And I go do small grocery shopping or errands, or just to get out, It's nice that I have my wheels back. My wheels are my 2nd feet, always were. Always felt lost when I couldn't go somewhere that was far away. But so that part's good too. Yeah. Actually, LG, life's good, it really is. And the fact that I'm going to have possibly a couple more years, that's even better. It's going to be nice. I'm going to do all the things I love to do, which I've been doing most of my life. I shouldn't say that. I'm going to continue doing what I did most of my life. Yeah. Yeah, my philosophy has always been, I'll do anything I want in life as long as I'm not hurting myself or you. Okay? That was always my philosophy in life. So I'm still doing it now, which is good. Which is good. I had a long life, considering my first heart attack. I was 38 years old, and I just passed my 80th birthday. I'll be 81 in 3 months. 81. Wow. So anyway, I've had a good full life. Anyway, now that I've recorded my first video again in almost a year, perhaps I'll do a whole bunch more. I'd like to record my new play that I just finished. It's a one-man play. An hour and 45 minutes. An hour and 45 minutes. And I was going to perform it on stage by myself, and I'm not sure now with the oxygen. I mean, I can do the reading, but I don't know if I can actually perform it moving around the stage and all. There's a possibility. We'll try it out. But then meanwhile, I do want to record it on video, the dialogue, the whole play, where I'll just be sitting here and reading, memorizing, reading any way I could of actually doing the whole play completely. I did part of it a couple of years ago. It wasn't a final draft, but I did a very, very small part of it. I think about 15 minutes or something like that. Anyway, that was a while back. It's different. I've improved it. Now I've got a final draft of it now. Yeah. So that's my next project. Added on to all the other projects I still have. I'm gonna do a video. I'm gonna do a video of My Name is Mojez Volvovich, a prose poem performance piece in 4 acts. Actually, it's a prose poem, one-man performance piece in 4 acts. Anyway, you guys have a nice day.